Hi guys, I gotta make the light, so give me a sec here. I've got 110 millimeters at the moment. They are pretty good. They're not as shock absorbent as 118 that I made earlier. You can go up bumps just fine. Compared to like 90 millimeters, these are godsend. Range is pretty good. Starting speed is still, the torque is still not that great. But starting from like a medium speed, it's pretty good. I might go lower, 105, but then again, the comfort level is just not going to be there. My wheels weren't really designed for torque. They're really designed for comfort. I don't know. I think 110 might be the smallest I might take, so just gonna wait. The 110s, and I have it offset, but because I'm doing only 110, I don't need that offset anymore, so I might make the wheels go back into the motor. As aesthetically, that looks better. But there's so many damn cars over here. There's a bus. Look at this bus coming. And God damn it. I'm trying to go through these lights. Let's actually go that way. So the wheels for the front, I'll show you here a second. The wheels are comfy, even at 110. The spring effect is pretty good. Range is pretty good. Like I said, I'll show you here in a second. Torque is not that great. But I mean, you're going to be able to go plenty fast enough. Let me actually go ahead and show you the wheels. So the front, I designed something that will match the back, so it's the same diameter for the inner core. And I feel like they've been holding up real well on ABS. The back been holding up real well. I've been testing for a few days now. That's why I didn't make videos on this channel. I've been also building a bunch of 3D printers. I can build one 3D printer per day about. So yeah, I'm almost there. Earth. Found the Earth. So it goes over all this crappy bumps. Pretty good. Oh, look at this bump here. That's like a ½ inch bump. These roads are terrible here in South Korea. People who live in South Korea know. I mean, they have very good sidewalks, but all the sidewalks are just very, very bumpy. Right? But it goes over these slightly medium, rough roads real good. You won't feel every little bump. It's not. I would want to go lower. Yeah, so I don't know, I'll have to keep testing more, but I'll do a start. So here's 0 to full acceleration on 4. You see, sort of starts kind of small, but if you're already going, then you can go kind of fast. I mean, it's not the limits of this wheel, I would say. It's really limits of this hub motor. So if you want to get better wheels, these wheels, you'll probably want more power than a Meepo V5. I mean, these are actually plenty. One of the good things about this is a really good beginner's board. For example, the rolling resistance is much higher than your thing. So like if you have no experience with electric skateboard or longboarding, it's so much easier to balance. So it's a very safe wheel. It actually slows you down. It turns the Meepo V5 into, think of it as like one of those kids' spare tire thingies, It's almost like that. I mean, if you just board for commute, you're not looking for the fastest torque off the line, and you have a Meepo V5, these are going to work out perfect. Because let's say you ride every day, and you don't want to feel the bumps. You commute every day. We'll go over this. Ooh, I'm not sure about that one. Let's go over this wooden stuffs. Yeah, it just glides over real good. Dude, look at that. This is my condo library for kids. Pretty cool. They even have a little swimming pool. Life in Korea, right? Yeah, so I'm still testing it out. 110, I think, is doable. I don't see too much difference between torque between 110 and 118 that I made the other day. So I might actually go back to the 118s because you have much higher top speed. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just still undecided, but I feel like when I'm going slightly faster, it's not as stable as I would on my other boards. I think that's due to the width of the tire, so that's why I'm gonna make it wider. But I'll have to test these for maybe a few more weeks before I can release them or sell them. I'll do a full stop speed. They stop real good. The treads work quite good. Like I said, the only problem I'm having is I don't feel as stable as on my other bigger wheel boards. Then that could be due to just smaller wheels. But yeah, these are working flawless, perfect fits. If I want to change the width, it's really easy to do. Because I'm not going bigger than that, so I'm gonna actually move this back a little bit. I should have some other wheels that will fit the older Meepos, or if you have other hubs. But for right now, I need to really dial down the width and the size of the tire. That's going to be very comfortable for this particular board, because this is a hub board, and Meepo actually toned it down. Their mini 2ER that I bought a few years ago, it's actually more power, but they toned it down because it was more power than necessary on urethane, 90 millimeter, 100 millimeter urethane. But with these, you need more power just because obviously it got super hot. So this is a good test. The motors got super hot because I've been riding for maybe 10 minutes straight. But it's not affecting, the heat is not transferring to the tires. I'll have to do further testing. Yeah, no, because there's an ABS layer that's sitting on top of the motor, which acts as an insulator. And it's actually hot up here too. So I might actually leave this off. Sorry, I just farted. Hope you didn't hear that. So it's pretty hot over here. So I might actually leave that off because this has cooling effect by leaving this out. I know it doesn't look that aesthetically great, but I mean, you get like sort of Mexican wheels, Mexican ride. I'll just make it a little bigger. I can't even get it like all side slope like that. Actually, there's a little built-in, there's a little offset, so the wheels are not even. They're supposed to go like that. That's because of the treads, they get more traction on this side, so I offset it so it will use more of the, it'll balance that out, right? But yeah, these wheels are pretty good. As far as just, see that feel? It's sort of, I don't know, I'm not satisfied with that, so I might go back to maybe 118, because, you know, whether you do 110, 118, you're gonna lose torque. If you need torque, you need to get a bigger board, better board, get a four-wheel drive. With hubs, if you want to get comfort, your limits are obviously the motors, not the wheels. I'm not going to do the opposite. I'm not going to develop. You have you have a mini board and you want to go fast and be comfortable. That's not possible. To give you this comfort, you have to sacrifice range. You have to sacrifice what is it? Rolling resistance. Rolling resistance is obviously going to be higher. There's going to be more flex. You're going to get way more grip, bigger wheels, higher top speed, which just means that You simply can't do that on a board that has very little power. Now this is a medium board. It doesn't have, a ton of power. It's really designed for 90 millimeter or 100 millimeter urethane. For that, it's perfect. It's overpowered. But for these wheels, this board's simply just underpowered. I mean, if you want to have a lot of torque, but for commuting, it's perfect. On flat surface, it's perfect. If you live in like San Francisco with a bunch of hills, you're just not going to be able to use larger wheels because you're not going to be able to go up these hills anymore. So yeah, offsets, and I'm really developing comfort wheels is to get rid of that vibration. I'm not trying to compete with other people making, wheels that give you a lot of torque or, racing on like cement. I'm talking about making wheels that I can commute on these bad roads in South Korea, or maybe you live in, some country that has bad roads. It's just so bumpy out here. With urethane, you're just gonna feel everything like blah, 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 blah. With these, in this quiet setting, it'll just absorb all that. Purpose of these wheels. I got kind of long, but let me dial down. Yeah, let me stop talking. You see that? You see, normally it would go dot dot dot, but you see how absorbent the wheels are? It just absorbs all that. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I'm gonna go. Bye.